I'd like to offer you a tarot reading right now. So if you're looking for some guidance from Gus, God, the universe, or spirit, let's do a breathing exercise so that we can open our minds up to whatever the tarot has to tell us. So breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, so now it's time to ask the tarot a question. Now, I approach tarot from a little bit of a different perspective than other tarot readers. I approach it from more of a self-help, personal development aspect. So instead of asking when questions, when will this happen, when will that happen, I like to ask how and what questions. How can I approach this? How can I show up? What do I need to do in order to show up? What should I pay attention to? Because when we ask when questions, we're basically just waiting for the universe to provide something for us, rather than being active in our own lives and working with the universe to get what we want out of this lifetime. I think that the tarot is the tool that can enhance our human experience. So that's what I like to work with. If you want to put your question down in the comments, you're more than welcome to. And if you need a little bit of extra guidance as to what the tarot is trying to tell you, I would be more than happy to help you to decode whatever the message is for you. With that being said, let's get into this. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have a day today. Something has come to an end, and you are not accepting it. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, tens are completion in the tarot. Swords is associated with air. Air is our thoughts and our communications. When the Ten of Swords comes up, something usually is done. It's over, it's kaput. And we need to open ourselves up for a new sword to come in, a new thought, a new way of communication, so that we can move on into the next cycle. When a 10, for me, in my practice, comes up reversed, it means blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. Okay, so let me rewind that. Not when 10s come up, just with any card. When it comes up reversed, it's blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. But when a 10 comes up and it's reversed, to me, that says that the querent is not accepting an ending. There is an ending that has come to pass, and they are blocking it, they are not accepting it, they are not moving through that lesson. They are not finishing that lesson. So keep that in mind with whatever question you ask today. This looks kind of like Star Trek to me. This is the TV series Tarot deck, and it looks like Star Trek to me. Then we have the Devil. So the Devil is part of the Major Arcana cards. And the Major Arcana cards are the bigger lessons of life. The Devil is usually about addiction. Sometimes it's about being dangerous, getting out of our comfort zone, doing something that is a little bit more unconventional. If you look at these two people here, they're in cages. The Devil has them trapped as prisoners. I'm trying to look and see. It doesn't look like, usually the chains on the Devil card are loose, so the prisoners can actually get away. They can actually do what they want. They can actually get away from him. But right now, it just kind of seems like you might be feeling really, really trapped based on an outside force. And let's keep that in mind with whatever question that you asked. I'm not sure what TV series this card is representing, but if you happen to know, let me know what you think in the comments. Now, the Devil is also associated with Saturn and Capricorn, and also the element of Earth. So I would pay attention to what Saturn is doing, and maybe take a look at what Capricorn means to you, and maybe even in your chart, and then associate it with the question that you've asked. So ultimately, what I would say, putting these two cards together, I would say that there is an ending that has come to pass that you are blocking, that you are not accepting, you are not allowing yourself to move through in regards to your question. With the Devil, it does feel like you might be feeling like you're a little bit trapped, like you feel like you can't move past it. I'm going to ask you to try to move past it as much as possible. Again, we have, sometimes the Devil means addiction, and addictions are sometimes very hard to get over. So I would start thinking, I just got chills down my right side. So I would highly recommend something to the effect of what can you do with that addiction and flip it, or do something instead of that addiction. What can you replace that addiction with? It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs, but maybe it's you're over watching TV, maybe you're over scrolling, that kind of a thing. So I would just highly pay attention to that. I'm going to leave it there. I would love to know what you got in the comments as well. If you will happen to be one of those people that likes to give energy back to your tarot reader, one of those ways that you can give energy back to me is just by interacting with this video. You can comment, you can like, you can favorite, you can follow me, and like, comment, follow, share, repost. Share it, obviously. Yes, please share it. I would also not deny you giving me $5, just throwing that out there. With all of that being said, let's do another breathing exercise to close out our minds and go so that we can go about our day. So breathe in. And breathe out. Thank you very much for spending your morning with me.